Hammers. Build your body and your bank. Check out how to earn 10K per month plus with my Business Intelligence Finance Technology Consultant Training Accelerator program. Link in the description.
Hey, what is going on, Hammers? It is that time again. Time to go ham and crush a workout. Alright, so today is actually a special day. Today I have to go extra ham. And the reason for that is in 3 hours I turned 37. Yes. So because of that, I want to test myself. Now, today's a leg day. And I've been doing a lot of these workouts. I think I'm on the 45th workout for legs. And I work out every other day. First is chest and back, then arms, then legs. And I'm on the 45th workout. Now, before this, I was doing bro split 6 days a week. And before that, I was doing bro split 7 days a week. The 6 days a week was for a year, and the 7 days a week was for a year. So, I've been training for a little while now, but I'm just gonna recall the journey, the leg journey. I've been doing these 20 rep ass to grass squats, Tom Platz-style as it's called. You go up, all the way down. I used to do it on the barbell squat, and I switched that over to hack squat once I realized that they do work better. They tax your lower back less, and they give better quad development. So when I started, I was using 25 pound plate on either side on both the flat bar squat and the hack squat, which doesn't seem like a lot of weight, but when I started, first it was 9 sets of 20 rep full range of motion squats all the way up, all the way down, and honestly, those used to destroy me, even with the 25 pound plate. And slowly I evolved that. I put in leg extensions, supersetted with partial reps as pre-exhaustion, and that would give me a massive quad pump on its own. And then I would do that, then my 9 sets of squats, which was a killer leg workout. But I changed that up a bit. I started doing leg extensions, then superset leg press, and then 6 sets of hack squats. I think that gave a more well-rounded but better workout, because hack squats are hard to progress in. It's hard to do progressive overload. And on leg press, it's a little bit easier to increase the weight. So the bulk of the volume is still hack squat, but I did add 2 supersets of leg press in the middle and switch that down to 6 sets. That's still very difficult, but I got used to the workouts. I used to do 25 pound plates, and I did that for a lot of workouts. Then I raised it to 35 pound plates. Then I raised it to 45 pound plates. And it doesn't sound like a lot, especially if you're used to doing big weights like 3 plates or more on each side. But I learned this technique from Tom Platz, who is a historical figure that's called the Quad Father. And he had some of the best legs in history. And what he says is the reps are more important than the weights. The range of motion, the high rep range for legs. And for me, that worked really well. So I did 25 pound plates for a while, I did 35 pound plates for a while, and now I do 45 pound plates. And it must have been over 15 to 20 workouts for legs that I've been doing this. But today I want to challenge myself. So today I'm going to go extra ham. I'm going to try something crazy. I'm going to try 45 pound plate and 25 pound plate. And I'm going to really push myself to do that for 20 reps. Which is crazy because I'm increasing the pounds by 50 pounds in one go. But more than anything, I want to test my mental fortitude. How hard can I push myself? And what better way to do that than today? Once I succeed at this, the midnight point will mark my 37th birthday, and legitimately that'll be an amazing gift to myself. Now, last night I goofed off a bit. I was awake till 4 a.m. and and I left my phone in the car. It overheated. My phone wasn't working. I couldn't record, so I didn't do my morning workout. I'm going down now at 9 p.m. But I'm going to make up for it, and I'm going to truly push myself. It is a bit scary because 50 pounds increase in one go. I have never done that before. This will be totally new territory for me. But I'll use rest pauses. I will focus and I will push myself and I'll get it done. I don't think I'll make this the standard workout because I was still growing with the other workout. So if I'm still growing with it, I think it's fine. But that's the plan for today. So the workout will start with 5-minute stair climber. I'll probably do a max rep of pull-ups. I just like to do that for fun. And a bit of trap work for accessory lift. And then I'll do 2 supersets of leg extension, high rep range in the 35 rep range with half reps. After that, I'll do my 2 sets of leg press. The second one is a superset. And then I'll move on to the scary exercise for me, which is going to be the 6 sets of 20 rep hack squats, full range of motion, all the way up, all the way down, with 45-pound plate and 25-pound plate. And let's see how that goes. There is another element to this, which is my first time training legs at this new gym, so I'm not used to their leg press machine, what their weights will feel like, but I think that should be fine. So I'll do that, and usually I do 1 set of single leg press to take it to failure right at the end. That really puts the icing on the cake. But let's see if I really want to pull off the hack squat, so I'm going to focus on that, and maybe I'll still do the leg press after. But that's the plan. And this leg workout is really good. My legs used to be super skinny. Now they got a lot bigger. I think I put on 20 pounds of muscles just on my legs in the past year and a half, 2 years. So that's the plan. I'm going to pull up to the gym in a minute and we shall start the workout. All right, warm-up exercise number 1 will be 30 reps of side laterals with 10 pounds. Okay, I am going to skip my normal stretches. I'm just going to do them quickly. So I'm going to do a hamstring stretch. I'm just going to put my legs up on this preacher bar right here and get that done. Usually I do planks, but it's 9 p.m. and I want to get to the leg work. So I'll do some stretches and then we'll do trap work and a set of pull-ups and then we'll start legs. Okay, so for accessory work for the traps, I'm going to make it efficient by doing 1 triple drop set and really pushing to failure.
All right, that felt pretty good. I used pretty much one set, triple drop set, to roast the traps, keeping it efficient. And I'm gonna do something so similar with abs. Tempted to skip them, but I know that I need to do them, otherwise it makes your lower back prone to injury. So I'm gonna knock that out on the ab crunch machine. Okay, so that does look deceiving. The amount of weight doesn't correlate with the amount of effort. It takes a lot less effort than the weights make it look. And the range of motion on this machine is not as good as the other machine I use. So maybe I'll switch it up later, but I use what's called run down the rack style drop set to exhaust the abs in one set. So it's like, I think it was a triple level drop set. And I really do mean exhaust the abs because they're cramping right now from every direction. So that takes care of the accessory work. And I'm going to now do 5 minutes of stair climber. So I'm going to do 5 minutes of stair climber right there. And then I will catch up with you guys right after that. That's on speed 5, by the way, 5 minutes. Good warm up. Okay, so I set this machine up for the maximum stretch on the quads, which means I went for this setting over here. And then on the bottom, where it will touch right there, which is perfect. Now, I would like more of a stretch, but the stretch is the most important part, but that is the maximum I can get. So I will try that. Now, this is a new machine for me. So typically I warm up with about 80 pounds, but I don't know how this is gonna feel. So let's try a 77-pound warm up, and then there'll be 2 working sets. Okay, so that felt heavier than my typical warm-up. So I stopped at 12, and I'm going to do 100 pounds for the working 36 plus 16. Let's give it a shot. I'm going to use rest pause as needed. So if it burns too much, I'll take a 5-second pause and then I'll keep going. But what I'm really trying to do is hit 36 reps and then 16 half reps afterwards.
All right, that really burns. The mechanics of this machine are a little different than what I'm used to. It doesn't stretch the quads on the bottom position as much as the other machine that I'm used to, which means the half reps actually burn a lot more because you start in a different position. But overall, it felt pretty good. I'll just have to get used to it. And then for the next set, I am taking 1 minute and 45-second rest, and I'm going to do 26 reps plus 16 half reps. And overall, what I'm doing is I'm using intensity techniques to pre-exhaust the legs so that I can go absolutely roast them on the hack squats. All right, that's done. Leg extensions are done. That's all really good. Next is leg press. 2 sets of leg press. First is 20 reps, then a superset. First set is 10 times 20 pounds and in the closest position for maximum range of motion. Okay, so I want more range of motion. Typically, my knees should be touching or going past my chest, which simply isn't happening here. I don't even think they're going 90 degrees, even though I have it in the maximum range of motion position. So maybe I'll look for another machine. If not, then I'll make do with this one. Okay, I found this machine. The range of motion is much better than the leg press machine. So let's give that a shot.
That felt really good. The range of motion on that is really nice. So I do want to get full range of motion, and I supersetted that, 20 reps and then 20 reps again. So now the legs are fully exhausted, and I'm going to do 6 sets of hack squats, 20 reps, all the way up, all the way down. All right, it's time for the hack squats. So my legs are properly pre-exhausted from all the other work, and now I'm going to jump into hack squat. Now, typically I do the 45-pound plates only, but I'm going to give it a shot with 25 additional plates on either side. Let's see if I am totally out of my depth or if I can pull this off. All right, 1 set done. I heavily utilized rest pauses. I had to, but I did get 20 reps, so it is possible. I'm gonna take a 3-minute and 30-second break, and I think I need it. Otherwise, I won't be able to pull off 5 more, but that's my strategy. I'm gonna go for 5 more. All the way up, all the way down. second set is done. I don't know if it shows up on camera, but God, really it made me sweat. Okay, so I have 4 more sets. Okay, I'm gonna try to bust these out in pairs of 2s. So I'll do 2 rest pause, 2 rest pause. But this is definitely testing my limit. The weight on the shoulders makes my upper back kind of buckle a little, which is uncomfortable. So the remedy to that is to keep everything tense, make sure my abs are flexed, my erectors are flexed, my upper body is nice and tight, there's no slack, and that should do it. But over 20 reps, the form starts to just slip. So maybe I'll go for 1 more set, and then I'll resort to my normal 45-pound plate on either side. But that felt really good. Definitely lots of effort, but it did feel really good. All right, I managed 2.5 sets with 45-pound plate and 25-pound plate. And I'd like to do 6, but at least now I know how it feels to try to do 6 sets, 20 reps. Quite challenging. So I'm gonna go back to my normal weight, which is 1 plate on each side, and I'm gonna finish it off. And that felt really good, but it felt like I was gonna not be able to do more. So I'll pause there, and then one day I'll return to this challenge.
All right, I'm gonna actually pause there. So I did 4 sets of 20 rep squats, and the first 2.5, I did the 45-pound plate and 25-pound plate, which was the first time I did that. Now, that kind of taxed my torso quite a bit. So I'm gonna pause there just in the interest of my lower back. I definitely feel my lower back fatiguing, and I'll have to work up to this weight. So I wanted to try it just to test my mental fortitude, but you really do have to progressively overload 5 pounds at a time, work your way up. So I'll pause there and we'll check out the pump, and then we'll try that again another time. But it felt really good. It felt really good overall. I just don't want to push it too much and injure something, and then I'm out of the game for a while. So let's check out the pump. Not an upper body day, but we'll do a quick hope check on the upper body. And let's see those quads.
Your rib, your ribs, your leg wire.
Hammers. Build your body and your bank. Check out how to earn 10K per month plus with my Business Intelligence Finance Technology Consultant Training Accelerator program. Link in the description.
That concludes workout number 2 for legs. Thanks for joining me. In 2 days, we'll do chest and back.